name is Max Shaw. I'm a ambassador for the business pathway, and I'm here with Yvonne.
Is correct. Yep.
And tell me little bit about yourself. What you do.
Great. No, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, Max. Yeah, I'm Yvonne Hall, and I work at Blue Ridge Bank and Trust. I'm an executive vice president with the organization. Mainly what I do here is I oversee several different divisions or departments of the bank. One would be our retail division, and basically that's our branches. So all of our 8 branches in the Eastern Jackson County. I also oversee our business banking area, the treasury services, and our marketing department. So that's, yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
How did it get how did you get to where you are now? And where would you like your career to go in the future?
Gosh, great questions. When I first started out graduating college, I first was looking into more of a medical career path and ended up working at a savings and loan and actually just loved it. So changed my major in college for a business degree. I actually ended up graduating with a business marketing degree and just kind of worked my way up the ranks of banking. I was actually working in the administration department, which kind of oversees several divisions as a secretary. Moved up to the lobby and helped individuals open accounts, close accounts, savings accounts, did some tellering along the way, and just was able to be promoted. And I'm now here with Blue Ridge Bank about 35 years later and still finding it fascinating, especially with 2020 and how we've had to change the way we offer banking services to customers. I truly feel like I learn something every day. It's a great career, a great industry, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting that you switch majors in college and
Yep.
where you are now.
Yeah.
In thinking of your daily work, what is your favorite part about your job? And it's a two-part question. Is there a part that isn't as enjoyable?
Yeah, yeah. And I think what I like the most is what I would have liked the most also if I stayed on a medical path is just people, helping people, getting to know people. And whether that's in the medical field or whether the banking field, it's all the same. We help people try to achieve what they want to achieve. And for me, it's financially, and it's helping people navigate through, maybe it's a loan, maybe it's some type of a business question that they have. But the people part is what I enjoy the most. Less enjoyable, gosh, probably it would involve people also when I find I can't help somebody. We never like telling somebody no. We never like telling somebody where there's just no options, there's just nothing we can help you with. We try to have those situations very, very minimal, but there are times where unfortunately there's just nothing we can do, and that's what I hate the most, where I'm not able to at least give some advice or help. Rarely does that happen anymore, but you want to help people as best you can, regardless what industry or what field you're in.
Yeah. Uh, what was your very first job you had, and what experience or knowledge did you learn from that job?
Well, gosh, early on, I grew up on a farm in northern Minnesota. It was a dairy farm, so we were expected to work in helping the dairy cows, the farm, long days work in the summer. So just a good work ethic, I think I was instilled early on. My first paying job, though, would be as a waitress in a restaurant. And there, again, it goes back to people. I think if you treat people well, that definitely has a bearing on how you develop skills that you take with you as you proceed in whatever you want to end up doing. I think my best advice is your first job, whatever you're doing, be kind, develop great listening skills, and just work really hard. A good hard work ethic will get you far. Will get you far.
I can agree on that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, so you talked about switching your major in college, but
Mhm.
can you more specifically explain what your education path looked like?
Yeah, yeah. So when I graduated high school, I actually entered college, and I wanted to be an occupational therapist. Again, loved helping people, wanted to be around people. About that same time, I got a part-time job at a savings and loan, and just fell in love with the numbers and the people and just the methodology of banking. And along the way, decided to change my major to a business major. And again, I actually graduated a business marketing major. But yeah, so I think, business marketing, a business degree, a finance degree, I think will serve anybody well if they're looking at any type of a business industry career.
Yeah, yeah. So what is your definition of success?
Yeah, gosh, there's so much. I mean, really, I think if you're happy with what you're doing and you're making a difference, even if it's small, that's success. Yes, we want to be able to pay the bills. Yes, we want to have a nice life, but having enjoyable work, work that is intriguing, and you feel like you're actually contributing to the greater good, and you're making a difference. That just makes such a difference when you go home each night and you just feel satisfied with what you're doing. And a lot of that is what we make of our job ourselves. Any job can be very boring or it could be very interesting, but most of that is really what we make it to be, and if we want to learn that day or not. We truly right now, I mean, especially the younger generation, they have just it's incredible the changes that we're seeing. So I mean, it's just such a bright future out there. But yeah, always be inquisitive, always look to learn something, because there always is something out there to learn. So I mean, success is just being happy, I think.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
So what can students do now to help them prepare for a job like yours in your field in the future?
Yeah. I think one thing to prepare if you wanted a position at in the financial industry, and I think it just would help anybody along the way, regardless what career you want to go into, is just have a good understanding of finances, have a good understanding of savings, and what money, putting a little money away every month, for years, it just gives you choices down the road. So, if individuals don't have a bank account, I would encourage you to open an account, open a savings account, or open a checking account. Work with your parents or somebody, that's a little bit more knowledgeable in that area. How do you properly manage an account? Really managing your money is huge, and managing your credit bureau is huge. A small stumble can cost you for years when you have issues in your credit bureau. So just those little steps, I think, does anybody really a great favor, but especially in the banking world, knowing how to help your customers, and really the best you can do in that is have the accounts or have the experience so you can talk to people on a personal level. So I would encourage everybody, open a bank account, balance that bank account each month, work with your parents on how do you properly monitor the money in your account. It's you need to know where your money is going and how it's coming in, and where you stand each month finance wise.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Having a bank account early.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we
Yep.
have today, and I'd like to thank you for this interview
You
and
bet.
for talking to me personally. Do you have any closing statements or anything?
No, I just think it's an incredible thing that the Independent School District is doing with the Academies program and Blue Ridge Bank. We feel very blessed to be a part of the program. When we do have students come into our branch on the Independence Square, they're incredible students. And, for us to have even a small part of your day and to help educate, students in a small way on the banking industry, yeah, we just feel financial literacy is as important as just literacy. So we very much like being a part of the program, and hopefully we will be a part of the program for years to come.
Well, I'd like to personally thank you for this interview and just thank you for spreading your knowledge and talking about your career and things like that. So,
You bet.
thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Max.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.